not a good enough reason to use the word fecund.
100%.
Shot a chill right down my spine.
150%.
Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Kristen.
And this is So I'm Watching Riverdale, apparently. Rivervale, Season 6, Episode 1. I guess, is the Season 6 official? It's a 6-part special event.
It's five.
Five-part special event.
If this... I don't know. It says Season 6, Episode 1, Chapter 96, Welcome to Rivervale. So far, I'm frustrated.
Oh, we switched. I'm in.
You're in?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a decision. It was a conscious decision on my part. And the moment that it happened for me was Betty coming out in the 2003 homecoming gown with like the crown and the horns and the I feel it in my bones. And I was like, if I've said it once, I've said it 35 times. Riverdale needs to be Once Upon a Time.
Well, it's turning into it, but not in the good ways, because there is, I will get back to my big issues, but there is a like D plot with Uncle Frank having had a wife and baby during his life as a mercenary. And it is just a very patented Once Upon a Time. The minute we need this weird backstory, here it is. But there nary a clue has been laid in the past.
Well, we also, and I believe this is the case, but I'm just saying, we're assuming that they're dead, and Alice straight cut him off. He was like, and my wife and son are, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. He could have been like on a plane.
You were right. It was gonna fall down. Shit. I like kind of watched that happen.
I could hear it like, ee.
Disaster.
Yeah, he could have been like on a plane here right now.
Right now, they're on their way.
No.
Perfect. No, they're absolutely dead.
So we are in an alternate reality.
Well, okay.
As
that is the only reason I'm allowing any of this. But also, that is one of my biggest problems, because it's an alternate reality where like the two things that are different is Dr. Curdle is somehow a pediatrician and an OBGYN. And
I just assumed that was something I missed, that he had like a twin brother or something.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think so. That's like the only thing that's different.
Well, I know that we are in an alternate reality because Alice Cooper can't give it away.
Yeah.
Doesn't check.
Unbelievable.
And number 2, Archie somehow beats Jughead in a pancake eating competition in which he ate KJ Appa. Handsome, strapping young man. There is no way that thing ate 119 dry pancakes.
Because there is not a drop of maple syrup to be found in this entire town.
And then entered a lumberjack competition minutes after eating 120 pancakes.
He was carbo loading. But then where he beat certified peace Reggie Mantle in a sawing competition with a two-man saw. Those are 2-man saws.
I don't know what to say, because it is an AU, I guess. Someone in the comments said it wasn't, but it feels...
had fucking better be.
It feels really AU. And Riverdale's a show that goes for it. Yeah. Time after time after time again, they go for it. So this feels like a really weird place to hedge their bets with like a, ooh... Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I made a choice. It was funny. I liked the costumes. I liked the
costuming was great. Literally everybody's dress at the Maple Festival was amazing. Like out of control amazing.
Betty was like a Renaissance milkmaid at like a Renaissance fair.
Yeah.
So there is that point where I'm sort of like, what, if any of this actually matters? Like,
do you know what I'm like? To what end? To what end? To what end? I'm very...
Well, yeah. What if any of this? Because they are continuing some of the plots.
Every plot.
Well,
every plot is continuing. Jughead is like, let me show you around. And I'm like, oh, cool. Things are going to be swapped out. Nope. Tony and Fangs are having trouble with the baby. He and Tabitha are moving in together. Archie and Betty are boning in his childhood bedroom.
And also, 34 years old.
They're 25. They're all still 25.
Every conversation they had, oh man. So I was actually a Barchi shipper. I guess I still am. I don't know. There was like no less than 5 times this episode Betty looked him straight in the eye, cupping both sides of his face and said, "We're gonna make a baby."
It's a no for me.
I was having Glee season 1 flashbacks. Like I was like, mm-mm.
No, it's a no for me. They're very like, if not now, it'll never happen. And I'm like, y'all bitches are 25. And also, where does Mary Andrews get her fucking nose in this business? Well, I'd like to be a grandmother. Okay. No, they're 25 years old. You have no say in this. So weird.
Well, I mean, they are just people and they're like, well, I guess some offense, but they are just people stuck in their hometowns. I mean, what are they going to do?
They're not even stuck. They've all chosen to come back there. To a dead town.
I think Veronica could be gone from this show and it would take me 7 episodes to notice. I don't understand what her and Reggie were doing. Mm-mm. It was very business, casino. Like, and what's the problem? She doesn't value him?
He just is like, oh, well, I don't know how much episode 2 is even going to be a continuation of this. So I think
it is because Archie's not. I think that he's killed off because of this AU, this like thing, the special event, because he just had a baby. So I assume this is paternity leave for him.
Okay. Fair enough.
And I like, and that's the thing.
Well done, KJ Appa, for supporting your partner. I love to see it.
I like the Riverdale leaning into the lottery, like Midsummer-esque.
Sure.
Like,
I will say there were
I think there's a more efficient way we could have gotten to that point.
There are things about this episode that I enjoyed, for sure. There absolutely are. I liked enough of it, but I have huge issues with a lot of what happened, especially if it's going to continue. I want Cheryl dead. I want this Cheryl dead. I hate her. It is my worst, least favorite flavor of Cheryl. She is deliberately obtuse at every opportunity. She is making her problem into everybody's problem. She is scarring these young girls for life. I feel it in my bones, to steal a line from Betty.
I love Britta. Britta is
pretty great.
She's so like ride or die, so on board.
But I just like that. So that is the main crux of it, where it's like she's doing this thing where she's like, well, I seceded from Riverdale. And it's like, cool, congratulations. But then you don't understand what that means. Because then she's immediately like, well, then I would like 13 maple trees. And Archie's like, you don't pay taxes to Riverdale anymore, or Rivervale anymore, if you want to rejoin the town. And she's like, as if I would, because they've carried that over from the real season 2, where it's like, you've been covering over the crimes of your ancestors on Abigail Blossom or whatever. And I'm like, so everything is the same, except for Dr. Curdle. That's it.
Yeah.
So bizarre. And so I'm going to watch 4 more episodes of Cheryl acting like this. And then I am putting my finger on it right now. I will bet you $100 Kiernan Shipka is in 5 minutes of this.
No.
Yes. I'm mad. I'm big mad.
Get a lot of mileage out of the Ken Burns effect. Oh,
there's just, and also the maple trees are. Those were the saplingiest saplings.
But is that
one twig?
Is that not the stuff that we love about Riverdale?
Okay. Sure. But they literally, Archie was like, this way we can have our own maple syrup. And I was like, in 20 years, when that's a real tree, what are you going to do in the meantime? It's unreal to me.
I don't know where to, I don't know where to go.
We were talking about Veronica and Reggie.
But I guess that's it. I mean, they had sex on a bunch of money because that's a really, if you're feeling undervalued by your partner, Because you were like, here's how much I literally think you are worth.
Here is how much value you are to me in terms of money.
And also a literal piece of me. Like, it's like now, you are a straight up hooker. Get on the bed. Like, it was...
Here is how much you are worth to me in money. Now fuck me on it. Literally. That's what happened in that scene.
It was rough. It was rough.
And then, I don't know...
and also, Betty still works for the FBI?
Oh, yeah, that was the same at the end of the season, too. She somehow had her job back, even though she had never graduated from the academy.
Well, they
mailed her certificate.
They jumped to a lot of conclusions, and I mean, they were correct, but there was lots of leaps.
She's like RB
Rose Blossom.
And I was like, yeah, bitch, also Regulus Black. What are we doing here?
Well, I also couldn't get over Tony and Fangs with the baby. Well, first of all, the baby crying, and they were like shocked and like
that the baby was crying.
And then,
well, he had colic. That's a different thing.
Well, Dr. Curdle wants to put a frog in his mouth.
Yeah.
Because I went to give him some whiskey. Yeah. But no. We're going to...
Not for colic. That's for teething.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he's like... Or Fangs is like, there's an old serpent thing where I do love... Well, I like that the serpents are just sort of whatever you need them to be.
Yeah, the serpents
It's like everything. A biker gang, but also they're like a Native American tribe, but now they're like druids. And it's like...
We're getting a lot of like Irish and Scottish.
Yeah, because they're like, leave the
babe in the glen and come back and it'll be fine.
Do you want changelings? That's the moral, is Fangs is a changeling.
No.
That's how we buried the lead. Fangs' hair is long now.
Yeah. It's been long for a little while. Yeah.
It's getting long.
It's longer.
But, and also he was like weirdly, so I want to know where we're going, because at what point did everybody turn on Archie? Because it happened behind the scenes. Because
Cheryl was like offering them all this opportunity. Like, I'll give you, like she met Tony in the woods trying to leave baby Anthony for the changelings. And she was like, I can whip you up something, but I need to discuss something with you first. And so she was basically making deals with everybody. Like, I can make sure that, like, Frank, you don't remember your wife and daughter, but, like, I need your support on this.
We love to see it, to see your entire support system turn on you like that.
So that part...
they just couldn't sign him away fast enough.
That part of Cheryl, I enjoy. I like that part of Cheryl.
I don't.
And literally all of them like needed something enough. But although like selling out Archie for like the price of like, they sell colic medicine at the store, like at the regular store. So I don't know.
And just like that, God, sorry. It's still, I'm still processing it. Cause I mean, Cheryl cut out his still beating heart.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was funny. It just, that's literally all of my notes, and I can't believe that that's the end.
Oh, well, so Jughead and Tabitha have scabies, I guess. So the whole vibe is that the whole town is cursed because we're not like worshiping the Maple Mother. Or
so as someone who does it right. As someone who's like not a huge fan of Jughead, period, I really loved Cole Sprouse's like Twilight Zone narration. You didn't like it?
It grew on me a little, but all I kept thinking was that he was just trying to do his best Robert Stack from Unsolved Mysteries, and it was not working great.
I don't know. Yeah,
Also, this was not a failing on Cole Sprouse's part at all, but he was like, here I am at Archie's house where he and my ex-girlfriend Betty are like upstairs, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, but we'd better leave that to the imagination. And then we immediately pan upstairs to watch them in bed together. It was so silly. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a handful of other things that I was going to talk about, and I just don't remember. I'm curious.
Kevin's still jogging in the woods, just hanging out in the forest.
I was like, Kevin.
It's unbelievable. Well, he was like, well, I'm never going jogging again. And I was like, you were not jogging.
If we know one thing, we know that tomorrow night
you
in this very spot.
in these woods. Well, yeah, and then Betty called it a crime scene, the dead deer a crime scene. You were like, is it? And I was like, no.
I mean, yeah, I was like,
not really.
I was like, I mean, I know that you shouldn't, like, killing animals is bad, but
It's like spooky. But also, I was really worried about all of those girls getting like botulism. How long has that deer been dead there?
well, they weren't eating it. Oh,
she said she was going to make a stew.
I don't know.
Only its heart was missing. They didn't fully dress that deer before they did a sacrifice.
Yeah. So, well, I guess that's it. We'll be back.
Yeah, no, we're in
We'll
this.
be back tomorrow to eat the same amount.
Yeah. We'll see.
So see you next week for the next episode of Rivervale.
Bye.
I had the fucking bomb. That was so funny.
Yeah, that he had.
I would love
dream.
if we never hear another thing about that
about
bomb.
the bomb. No, the season 6 proper is going to open up with that.
No, I would love if we never heard about it again.
I love that for you, but we're going to open season 6 proper with that fucking bomb. The same as I know that Kiernan Shipka is going to be in 5 minutes of this. Bye.